Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Viennese and today we're doing a full face of drugstore products. Not one luxury product is used. Yes, you can get a beautiful look using affordable makeup. So let's get into the video. Okay, to start this look, I'm going to use my two favorite foundations from the drugstore. They're the L'Oreal True Match Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Serum. And I use the colors 8.5 to 9.5 medium deep. And I also use the other one, which is 10.5 to 11 rich deep. I can use this medium deep on its own, but I like to mix the rich deep, especially in the summertime, and it gives me a little bit of a bronziness that I like. So let's go ahead and put that on. See how that's more like a neutral color, and then I go in with like, I dropped it, and then I go in with like a warmer color. No particular order, I just dab it on because this dropper is not the best. I really hope they come out with a pump for this. And then I'm going to go in with my Real Techniques brush. These can be found at the drugstore as well. And I'm using the Expert Face Brush, and this is number 200. I really like this one. It really just spreads out the foundation so easily. And I'm a girl that loves a dense brush. I found that out about myself. I really like for my bristles to be close and almost firm. I feel like I have more control that way. Alright, now the next thing I'm going to use is this Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser. This is new to my collection. I just got both of these actually. I have two colors. I have the color, let me see, Caramel, which is 144, and I don't know the name because they do not have the names on all of these, but the color of 146. And the 146 is like a little bit lighter than my skin tone, so I like to go in with this one first. And if I want to brighten up my under eye, go in with the other concealer. So I'm just going to apply that underneath my eye. I love how creamy this concealer is. You all know I love my e.l.f. Hydrating Camel Concealer. This one is even more creamy. Am I going to be using this more? I don't know yet because it takes me a while to use a product to see if I want to keep using it. I can't just like pick really soon. But I'm thinking it might be. So I'm going to go in with another Real Techniques brush. This is the Soft Accent brush, and it's the number 421. And a funny thing about this brush is that I thought that I wanted that other concealer brush that everybody talked about so much. I believe it's the 200. I think it's the 200. And I started using it and I'm like, okay, it's good. But when I pulled this one out, I'm like, this one is great. So I've been using this one to blend out my concealer, and as you can see, like, you can really just get in there. And once again, it's a very dense brush. The other one is more fluffy, so I think that's what it is. I'm partial to dense brushes. I just am. So we're just going to blend all of that out. I'm going to add just a little bit down my nose and just blend that out. I'm not letting any of this sit because honestly, on an everyday basis, I do not let my concealer sit long. Normally when I'm doing makeup, I am like in a hurry to get somewhere. It's funny, like I don't have just the time to sit and bake and do all that. Now on days where I just have like free time, if I'm just recording a video and I want to do that, but on the everyday, I'm like putting my makeup on and running out the door, and really I'm grabbing my makeup bag and doing my makeup in the car. That's what I'm really doing. I'm going to take a little bit of that concealer and I'm going to conceal my eyes, and I'm just going to take that same brush and just go over my lids. I love doing this because it just opens up my eyes. Alright, and the next thing I'm going to use are my setting powders, and these are also new to my collection. I used them a long time ago. The Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powders. I have the color 25 medium, and then I have the color 35 deep. I didn't know which one to get, so I got the medium at first, which is really light, and then I went back and got a deeper shade. I like them both. So I'm going to first go into the darker shade just to set all of that concealer. And I'm just pressing that over top. I am not baking. I'm literally dipping it in, wiping it off, and just setting all of those areas over my eyes, everywhere I put the concealer. And I'm not going to use a whole bunch of this because you don't need a lot. Now, what I did notice about this powder is it's a little bit more powdery looking than my Huda Beauty setting powder. But I feel like you can fix that if you use like a dewy setting spray or some kind of finishing spray to make all of your makeup melt and look skin-like. That's the only thing that I really noticed. But other than that, I've been loving it lately. And that's it. Then I'm going to go over top with the lighter shade medium 25, dipping that in and just using a little bit. Like I've noticed, like, you don't need a lot unless you just want that kind of look. And I'm just taking a little bit of that, and you can see here it's a lot lighter. And I'm just going to go underneath my eye, kind of shape out my nose and just pull it up. Now this is for if you want a bright eye. Definitely the medium is for brightness if you are my complexion. And I'm just using that for under my eye because I don't want everywhere that I put concealer bright. I just want my under eye bright. Then after I do that, you can do this so many ways. Some people use the pressed powder. This is the Maybelline Fit Me 330 Toffee. I love this color. Before your setting powder or after, and today I'm going to use it after. So this is going to tone down that brightness just a little bit, but it's going to make it so flawless. It's so pretty. I'm just going to use that same puff and I'm going to just press it over top of that. Then you can kind of take the rest of that and just go over the other areas because this color is not as bright. As you can see, I'm going to go into this Infallible bronzer. This is the soft matte finish. What color do I have? This is 500 dark. Now this is not my favorite drugstore bronzer, to be honest. It gives more of a contour color on my skin, and I like more of a warmer bronzer. It's not bad. It's just not my favorite. My favorite, you guys know, is the Juvia's Place Deep Dark palette. But you know what? You have to sometimes try something else, because you never know what you're going to grow to love. We're just going to apply that to our cheeks, putting it on my forehead. This is the Real Techniques 400 brush. So I'm just bringing that up in like circular motions, making sure it's really blended. And alright, I'm going to do an eyeshadow look. I'm going to go ahead and go into that. So we're going to use this Color Icon eyeshadow palette. This is by Wet n Wild. I believe it was like $3.99. It's so good. And I'm going to use these two dark colors. There's like a brownish color and then there's like a burnt orange color. These are so pretty, so gorgeous. I'm using the Deluxe Crease Brush. This is by Real Techniques as well. What number is this? I do not see a number. I'm dipping into this dark shade first, and we're just going to put a little bit over our crease. And I'm going to do that on both eyes. And then I'm going to go into that orange shade, and I'm just going to put the same brush and I'm putting it over top. That's all I'm doing. This orange just puts the prettiest color on your lid. It's a very good everyday shade. You know, just putting a little bit of color on your lid just really makes your eyes pop. This color for fall is so pretty. I'm just taking that to blend it out a little bit more. And do you see that color? It is so pretty. We're going to do a wing. I'm using my e.l.f. What is the exact name for this? Expert Liquid Eyeliner, because we love a wing. Just a small one. And then I'm going to take this little brush right here. This is also Real Techniques. This is the 425 brush. It's a really small itty bitty brush and I love it for detail. I'm going to dip back into that burnt orange color and I'm just going to apply it underneath my eyes. If you are not doing this, I highly suggest you try it out because I really think you're going to like it. It really brings the eye look together when you put color underneath your eye. Alright, now I want to bring a little bit of that brown back. This is the Infallible Fresh Wear, but this is the foundation powder and I'm using the color 365 Copper, this color right here. And we're just going to take that brush. It's actually the same brush I use for the bronzer. I mix brushes sometimes. I think, don't we all do that? So I'm just going to apply that everywhere because it's just going to put a little bit of my color back. It's going to take away any brightness and just really bring back my true brown color. So I am sweeping that underneath where I brighten my eyes. And just all around like that. I'm going to take that brush that I was using earlier, the 300 brush, and I'm going to go back in to this deep color right here. Is there a color on here? The number of this palette is 1114068. I'll have all of this listed down in the description if you guys missed anything I said or if I forget to say something. I'm going to have it down in the description, so check that out. So I'm just slightly contouring my nose. I contour when I feel like it. Sometimes I don't, sometimes I do. So today we are just putting a little bit under my nose and a little bit around and just kind of like pushing that underneath my brow. Then I'm going to go in with my Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighter. This one right here, it has 2 shades. I hope it's picking that up. There's like a light pinkish shade, and there's also a golden, like not golden, but like a light golden color in there. And we're going to just put that on the bridge of my nose, just a little bit, and on the tip of my nose. I'm also going to take some and put it in the inner corner of my eyes, because that just opens my eyes. That just does something. I'm kind of pulling it under. And I think that's so pretty to do like that. My battery is about to die, so we're going to have to change that. How much is it going to let me talk? Is it going to let me talk some more? Well, before it cuts off, we're going to be using the Essence Lash Princess. You guys, this mascara is so good. Up there, top favorite. It compares to luxury brands. You don't have to spend a lot on mascara. I'm just applying that. If my battery dies, we'll come back, and my mascara will probably be done for the most part, but we're just going to go with the flow. Guys, I'm hopping in. I know this is editing me in the future, but I realized my lip combo did not record, so I want to let you guys know what I used for the lip combo. So we used the NYX lip liner. This is the matte lip liner in the color SMLL23. And then we went in with the L'Oreal 108. This is the Color Rich Matte Lipstick. It's so, so pretty. And then we topped it with the Burt's Bees Hydrating Lip Oil in Sweet Almond. And then I went in and went over and created moles on my face. And I also went back over my eyelashes with this Telescopic Lift Mascara. Also, have you subscribed? This is a good time to do that. I feel like this was just meant to be. So let's just pause and let you subscribe. Okay, we're going to get back into the video, but that's all we did. Let's hop back into it. We're going to spray our face with this L'Oreal Paris Infallible 3-second setting mist. This stuff is strong, okay? Like hairspray. Literally gets in your hair and feels crispy. Just try not to inhale it. And don't open your eyes too quick either, because this stuff is strong. And alright, you all, this is the finished look. I hope you like how it came out. If you did, please hit that like button before you leave. I'll have everything that I use listed down in the description below. You do not have to spend a lot of money to get a beautiful look. So as always, I love you, Jesus loves you, and I will see you on my next video. Bye! Hey.